Okay, Stephen, thank you so much for joining me today for this first interview that we're doing after our meeting here at my home in London just a few months ago at the beginning of 2020. It was really a pleasure meeting you.
Well, thank you again for inviting me to your home and for the wonderful, I believe it was Serbian, I believe we had that that evening for dinner, and just great to be with you. I'm very excited to be working together.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I had to wait, Stephen, you really made me wait. And maybe you want to share with everyone that's listening today, what actually happened there? Like, you took a year to bring your company to Europe. We just started a few days ago. So maybe you want to just fill in everyone what's been going on there.
It's actually been it was a year and a half. Really, there are two reasons. First and foremost, it's network marketing companies are notorious for going into a market with what's called NFR, not for resale. They'll go in, they start selling product, they start signing people up and that sort of thing. And they oftentimes do it prior to being registered. And the challenge with that is, if everything goes smooth, maybe it's okay. But that rarely often, happens, right? I've been in personal experience where we've tried to go into a market, not, foreseen ingredient issues, shipping issues, fulfillment issues, whatever. And so I was just adamant, Sarah, that we're in this for the long haul. I'm here for decades. This company is our dream. It's our baby, that sort of thing that we went through tremendous sacrifice to get off the ground many years ago, 5 years ago in total, nearly. And I don't know. I didn't feel it was right to go in and start asking folks to get committed to us when we weren't 100% verified, 100% registered, et cetera. And so normally it wouldn't take you that long to do, but being in the CBD space, we are really the pioneers leading CBD into Europe legally. There's product on the ground being sold, black market, if you will, and that sort of thing. But I can proudly say today that our company's Elise is 100% registered and approved to sell our product through the entire EU. And that's obviously, it's a big deal because you're talking, I think the projections are $1.5 billion by 2025 is what the experts are saying will happen in Europe. And that will just be the beginning. So it's very exciting for me to have the opportunity to be, truly ground floor. I mean, you could even argue we're not even yet to the ground floor, and to basically capture, the market share in advance so that we are the Coca-Cola of CBD in Europe for decades to come.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I mean, that's what kind of caught my attention, because when I met you, I really just wanted to understand the direction that you want to go in and the vision. And what was really amazing to me after 20 years in the industry for, it felt even much longer. I've seen so many things. I've talked to many owners, but your vision and your commitment to making it 100% legal before you were to actually go into the market is something that we don't see every day. So that's just brilliant. I'm just so happy that we met, and that I'm finally able to say I actually have a position in this company, that I waited so long for.
I know you did. And I told Andreas, our lead counsel, legal counsel, I said, man, I wanted to, when we met that day for the first time in person, I told him, I said, man, I don't want her to think that we're not serious or not committed. What it is for me, Sarah, I've been in network marketing for 25 years. And you know how, over time we learn, we become wiser, hopefully. And I wanted to make sure it was done right. And it's not that I wanted to wait, trust me, I didn't, but I wanted to be able to look you in the eye, and I wanted to be able to look anybody in the eye watching this video and tell them that this company is here to stay. Because as you and I both know, between the crypto deals and just all the things that have cycled through Europe over the last, I would say probably 10 years, especially companies that I won't use names, but they've come and gone. And the challenge with that is that, it's not only someone's income potentially that is taken or that goes away. It's also their dreams and their hopes. And you know what I mean? Because in this business, we don't just use this, we also use our heart. And you can't, I'm convinced, I don't think you can get big in network marketing without the heart. And it means selling out. It means buying in. It means committing wholly, not only for you, but for your family. Because as you and I both know, this business is not easy. Can you make $1 million a year, $1 million a month? Absolutely. But it's going to come with a tremendous dedication, sacrifice, and hard work. I just didn't want to being the founder and CEO of ZLEAS, I just wasn't willing to put somebody else. I don't have a problem telling someone, listen, you're going to get out of this what you put in. It's going to be totally on you. I have no problem with that. But I wanted to know that our company would be there and that we would provide that foundation. And I'm excited to be able to say today that we are.
Yeah, I find the story so amazing. I mean, the CBD oil and the CBD market is so vast. It's it's such a boom market, but at the same time, regulatory looking at it, it's very, very difficult. So we have something truly unique. And I actually tried the CBD product back in January, February, whenever you were here. And I was just so impressed with it. Maybe you want to share with everyone that's listening in today, what actually makes this CBD oil so different to other CBD oils in the market?
Oh, what a great question. If you don't mind, Sarah, do me a favor, make me the host for a moment. I want to share this image of this product certificate just for the folks to be able to see. We'll ask that you do not publish this on the internet, please. It will be published on the Ministry of Health website, but just quickly, I'll share this here. And so this is the official product registration from the National Institute of Public Health in the Czech Republic, in Prague, where our company is founded. And as you can see here, just right down here, the product is permitted to be placed on the free market in the Czech Republic and other member states of the European community. And there are not known any objections to their export. So this is the official, there's a little bit of redacted private information here, proprietary info, but ZLEAS ULTRACELL raw berry and lemon. Right now we offer the berry and the raw. But lemon is already registered as well when we do bring that to the marketplace. So that's obviously very exciting, Sarah, to be official. And so to your question, so ULTRACELL, so we talk about CBD and you'll even hear me use the word CBD to describe our product because it's kind of an easy descriptor, kind of like a nickname almost, but it's a lot more than CBD. Our product is actually full spectrum. Inside of the hemp plant, and I'll actually pull up a slide deck here. Inside of the hemp plant, there are over 400 therapeutic compounds, and there are over 100 what are called phytocannabinoids, phyto meaning plant. And basically, it's much more than CBD. So while CBD is very powerful, there's also CBG, there's CBC, there's CBN, there's THCV, there's CBL, CBT, and on down the line. So you have a plant here that is, literally the potential for impact on human health. Sarah, it's like nothing we've seen before. And so having been in health and wellness for many years, I know you have as well, many of the folks watching the video will too, we're used to products that are good for you and they make an impact, supplements and things like that. I take them every day, but you're talking a whole different level. The impact that this product will have on people, people that your family, people you love and care for, that sort of thing, you'll be absolutely blown away because what the product has the potential to do is to literally impact, excuse me here, try to see if I can, oh, there we go. Okay. The product has the potential impact for the entire body. So as you can see, everything from the immune system, muscles, your liver, vascular system, lungs and brain, your reproductive system, bones, etc. The potential is extraordinary. So, and that's why frankly, that's why the marketplace is so abuzz about CBD. Now, there's oftentimes controversy. This is hemp derived. So our product has less than 1 part per million of THC, okay, which is the compound inside of the marijuana plant that creates psychoactive effect. You could drink 5 gallons of this stuff. You'll never feel a thing. You probably would see into the heavens, but beyond that, right? But the benefits are extraordinary. It's something for everyone. That's what I love so much. The idea to have a product that can literally impact the entire body, not pigeonhole yourself into one, area of health, or normally you'll see products that are for weight loss or products for sports nutrition, products that can help with pain issues, products that can help for sleep. Imagine having that all in one product. That's what you have here.
Amazing. So amazing. And also the bioavailability is at 94% or 97 even %, I think, compared to others that are only absorbable by the body to about 4, 5, 6%, correct? That's
correct. Yeah. So here's what's interesting about that. So I can, coming from more traditional dietary supplements, when you market a probiotic or if you market a vitamin, C or vitamin, A, D or whatever, you have to separate yourself. Otherwise, people will just go to their local, health food store and buy it there. So for many years, we've been making products that, again, I've been in the space for 25 years. And one of the things that we've always focused on is technology. Because again, if we didn't, then why else would, why would you purchase your multivitamin from me versus from somebody else if it's the same thing, right? And so our philosophy has always been, it's not what you take that matters most, rather it's what you absorb. And so early on, when first getting into the space, we dove pretty deep down the technology route. And what we learned is that CBD oil is fat soluble. It's lipophilic. In other words, it can't. So if you think about this, if you take lotion and you rub it on your skin, your hands, ladies, you all know this, you put lotion on your hands and it gets all over your steering wheel and your gear shift and that sort of thing, and all of the door handles and whatnot, because it can't go through your skin. Our bodies are made of water, and oil and water do not mix. And so same thing happens when applied in the mouth. Our mouth is covered, with water, and so oil cannot absorb. It's a well-known fact that a CBD oil has around 3 to 6% natural absorption. It has to actually go through digestion down into your intestinal area to finally absorb some. And I don't know about you, Sarah, but if I go fill up my car with gas, if I spend $100 on gas, I want $100 worth of gas. I don't want $10 worth. Yeah. Well, that's kind of what you're getting if you're buying a CBD oil. And by the way, this could be a great organic oil, just like ours. It could be full spectrum, just like ours. It could be a quality production with clean ingredients, just like ours. That's all great. But if you can't absorb it, your body can't use it. So what we did early on, this is one of the, listen, in any business, you do things right. Sometimes you do them wrong, but I will tell you this, the thing that we did by developing this technology, this was $1 billion idea. And it's already generated several $100 million in revenue. And it's because of the absorption. It's called, the product, the benefit here is called ULTRACELL. It's actually what we named the product after. And this technology turns the oil into a water soluble or water dispersible format so that it's able to absorb immediately through the skin and also in the mouth, which is, we don't think of it, but it's actually the same as skin. So what happens is, guys, you get 94% up to 94% absorption proven in a clinical study. The study was done at one of the most prestigious medical institutions in the world. The results blew everyone away, including the researchers. We gave 20 subjects a dose of ULTRACELL, this exact product here that you get, exact product. And we then measured the amount of CBD found in their blood supply. So at the cellular level, we measured it 15 minutes after taking a dose, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then an hour, and then every hour for 12 consecutive hours. And again, the result's incredible. You don't have to wonder. This is proven data. As you can see, Sarah, when you go about 15 minutes, about 10% was absorbed. Normally it would take several hours for that, right? Because it would have to go all the way through the digestive process. 20% was absorbed at about a half hour. And of course, at about 45 minutes, you had about 30%. 1 hour in, you were about 50% present in the blood supply with every single participant. And as you can see here, at a little over 2 hours was the peak. We measured up to 94%. Every single individual had 80% or higher. You will notice over here, there's a little bit of a drop. That's when the product got kind of stuck, if you will, inside the liver and then got released. But basically, at the end of the day, up to 94% absorption, 80+% across the board, over 70 for everyone except for one person or one or two people there for 12 straight hours. So it's almost like building just imagine a biological defense system around your body. These cannabinoids and these compounds flowing through the blood supply. So what it does at the end of the day is two things. Number one, it creates results, and you and I both know that's everything. Number two, it's the best value on the market, period, because you need so much less of our product than you would need from a competitor. So people save money, they get results, and guys, Sarah, you haven't experienced this yet because we just started. The results that you will see from people, it's almost indescribable until you actually see it for yourself. People that you know and love that will come to you and they will look you in the face and they will say, your product has changed my life. Yep. That's obviously a pretty cool thing to be a part of.
Absolutely. And we are just at the very beginning, because in Europe, of course, we are a few years behind the US, and you guys have been doing this for 5 years over there. And it's really inspiring for us now to actually be able to, take a product that's so powerful, that has all the EU licenses, as the first people right now into Europe. And of course, at the time of the recording of this video, we still have 1,000 founder positions in each country. Maybe a few have been sold through now, but we still have plenty of room for everyone to actually for life participate in 1% of that country's revenue. I mean, that to me is something that is a no-brainer. What do you feel about, maybe you want to share your thoughts on the founder program and what you would do, Stephen, since you've been a distributor, you've been in our shoes. What would you do right now if you were a distributor?
So knowing what I know today, so the reason that we went to Europe, obviously we were going global. Yeah. We're going to take the company to $1 billion. I mean, it's no question whatsoever. It's just a matter of time. But a big driver for me to go into Europe was that if I could change anything about Zalise, if I could do anything different, I would have gotten in earlier. Because, you know, CBD began to be sold in the US around 2003. It was very difficult, but the bottom line is, you know, if you could have gotten in ground floor, if you could have been the first on the ground, you can capture so much market share and you can become the Coca-Cola, if you will, you know, of that space. And so this for us is the opportunity to do exactly what I would suggest any ambassador do. And that is realize you literally are on the ground floor. I mean, literally. And so at the end of the day, you have the opportunity, and it's just extraordinary. I mean, you can literally, you have the chance to be able to, you have the opportunity to be able to get in pre-market, if you will. I mean, you look at where Europe's at today, it's on the ground barely. It's a baby market right now. We're the first, we're registered, we're fully compliant. All these things are in place, and we have years of experience. And so we're able to now reapply that experience in the European marketplace. And I think that just to me, I think getting in, number one, and I would be willing to, if I were to coach someone, I would say, listen, come in, make a commitment, especially in the very beginning, because the curve of prosperity, Sarah, you and I both know this, every network marketing company follows the same path of progression. Yes. You have this down here, the formulation period, right? Which is really, really early. And the leaders that are going to capitalize most on that, are going to profit from it the most, frankly, are those that really truly get in on the ground floor and then get the most momentum built in their group, because your group momentum is going to precede the company's momentum, okay? But what you got to realize is group momentum is going to be preceded by your personal momentum. So I would get in, I would personally sponsor as fast as I could. I would get my groups moving, because what's going to happen is this thing is going to continue to progress. And Sarah, it's going to get massive. When this hits momentum in Europe, that's when it'll go vertical. I mean, you'll have leaders making $1 million a month easy, if not $1 million a week. It's going to be so incredible.
Exciting. I mean, this is exactly why I'm here again after 20 years in the industry. Like goosebumps when I'm listening to this, when I'm looking at the numbers. I know that we are literally onto a major, major home run, and not just for myself and for my family, but for many people that we will work with and touch their lives and make it better. So that's so exciting, especially in the economy that we have today, with all the uncertainty due to the pandemic that we've just gone through, and we are still in parts, and nobody really knows what's going to happen. There is lots of people losing their jobs, losing their incomes, and are looking at an alternative way to make a better future for themselves, right?
I think you have more people than ever before that are now asking themselves questions they've never asked. Like, have you ever thought about asking, is my income pandemic proof? I never thought of that, you know? And so to be able, like, you know, you can work from home, social distance, be safe, make as much money as you want to make, whether it be $5 grand a month, 10 grand a month, 100,000 a month or more. Yeah. Whatever you want to do, you never have to leave home. It's fully and completely supported through we call it the ultra business model, where literally everything is hands off. You never have to touch a box. You never have to make a delivery. I mean, with technology being where it is today, you and I can sit here and do this. You're in London, I'm in Dallas, and we can do this. I mean, all day long. Literally, we can do as many. And again, I do want to get there. I'm excited to get back on the ground. You know, I love people and I love working with leaders, and that will happen. Obviously, it's, you know, soon. But until that point, we're 90 miles an hour with our hair on fire. I mean, we have no reason to. I mean, it's incredible watching what's already happening so quickly. And by the way, back to your point about founders. So here's the way that I feel. So you guys, those that don't know me, I spent, for all intent and purposes, over 15 years building in the field, okay? I know exactly what the dedication is like. I know the sacrifice. I know the commitment. I know all of it, right? Personally, because you don't know if you've never done it before. When you're getting in with us today, I view you as our partner. And so what we've done is we've created a founder pool. we're separating 1% of your resident country. So if you live in the UK, or if you live in Germany, or if you live in, let's just say Italy, or if you're in Denmark, whatever, we're taking 1% of the total sales of that country, okay? And we are making it available to an elite group of founders, people that are here on the ground floor. There's only 1,000 founder positions available by country. Once we hit that number, it's done. It will close and never reopen for new people to get in. And what happens is when you make what's called area ambassador, you begin to receive shares of this pool, okay? And I'll be honest, guys, in the beginning, it's not going to be that large, right? Because obviously we're young, we're early, we're growing. But we did the same thing in the US, and I can tell you right now, we have people that make more money from their founder pool every quarter than the average American makes for the entire year in their job. And these are people that joined, they started with us. We launched in August of 2015. And so these are people that have been with us, some of them nearly 5 years. Some of them are not even the top ranks in the business. But because they started with us, yeah, I just feel it's appropriate. It's a way of honoring someone that says, you know what, I trust you. And I'm willing to get in ground floor with you and put my faith in Zelis. I believe that faith should be rewarded.
That's absolutely amazing. Do you want to still share your screen, or shall we come back to the cameras now?
No, let's go. Oh, cool. I'm sorry. We'll come back here.
I was just wondering, maybe you want to share something else, but that's fine.
No, we're good. Great. Thank you.
Yes. So, I mean, all this is great. And I want to do these kinds of interviews with you regularly, Stephen. So you have Absolutely. A date, right? You have a regular date now with me here. And no, but
sir, we can also do regular opportunity webinars where yes. I jump on and you private for your team. Yeah. I'm wide open. So you guys, listen, I'm very engaged. I'm still a leader at heart, still a distributor at heart. That's never going to change. And so I'm a very hands-on field CEO. I love working with the group. I enjoy it. I love being with people. I'm excited to get back to Europe, and I've spent a lot of time there, and just, getting a chance to, like to sit down for an authentic Serbian dinner like that we had that night. And we
have to meet very soon again. It was really fun. But totally.
Sure. Well, we'll be able to travel. So yeah, we got to go to Italy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Italy next. Yeah. So, okay, great. Well, look, Stephen, I look forward to the next interview. I want to keep this a little short now so that people want to hear more. I don't want to, share absolutely everything right now. And, everyone's leading busy lives. But anyway, thank you very much for being here. And I look forward to the next time. Guys, let's talk about Zelis. I'm telling you, I waited a year, so now is your chance. Yeah. Get in touch. Thank you so much, Stephen, for being here.
Let me share, Sarah, just one thing in closing. Okay. So, a lot of, obviously what success is all about a team, right? And so you have the right team in Zelis is from a corporate perspective, but also the person you work with, who you choose to align yourself with, is very important. It's crucial. And you'll find you'll get to the place you want to get to, whatever your goals are. Again, a few thousand a month, 10,000 a month, 50,000, 100,000, $250,000 a month. You tell me. One thing I'll tell you, sir, you can't make too much money in this company. That's because there's nothing like, for a field leader, and some of you will identify with this, there's nothing like, being capped, being limited. Who wants to do that, right? You should have unlimited potential. Again, as I said earlier, you have to work for it. Nothing is given. But for those that are willing to put in the work, it's going to be extraordinary to watch the life change that will happen over the next several years. 100%. Sure.
Totally. I look forward to that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.